morning. We are back in action. If you know, you know. It's been 6 days since I last ran. So let's get into it. Oh, and welcome to my Running Diaries. Today is Saturday. I'm about to go for a 2-mile run. It's raining outside, but that's okay. I'm gonna find energy from somewhere to get this done. Oh, let's talk about what my goal is for this week. I'm thinking 8 miles. Hear me out. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, do 2 miles a day. Tuesday, do 1 mile because I lift on Tuesday as well. And then maybe a mile on Thursday. That's one option. Or do 2 miles on Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then 2 miles on Wednesday, take a rest on Tuesday and Thursday. Not sure yet, but the goal is 8 miles this week. I definitely want to get back into the swing of things after having such a long break off, and I'm excited. All right, hear me out, okay? Dare I say I'm actually now more excited for my runs than I am to lift? I think that might actually be where we are, and that's crazy. I am nervous to see how my pull-ups go today. I have not done a pull-up also 6, 7, 8 days. So it's a lot to be told today. A lot we're gonna find out because I don't know. I'm not too sure. Yeah. Welcome to episode 3. That's really all. Let's go get this running. Oh wait, real quick. There are a few things I want to talk about within this episode. One of those being a few more tips for beginner runners. Also, I'm going to talk about my hokas and give an updated, or I guess not really an updated review, give my first real review of the Hiiis. I have to figure out how to say them first before I try to give anybody a review. Someone had asked about me talking about my arch and how those shoes feel to me, so I will talk about that as well. And also, I am 5'5". I get that asked a lot, so I want to make sure I do get into a habit of letting y'all know I'm 5'5". Right now I'm sitting at 190 as far as weight. Yeah, let's go get it. Let's get into the first tip of this episode, which is tip number 4, warming up. Can we please talk about it for a second? I don't mean to be dramatic, but a proper warm-up is so important. Don't rush it. It should be anywhere between 5 to 7 minutes minimum. You really want to warm up everything, especially your lower body, but every single thing, a full body warm-up. This can quite literally be the difference between leaving your run injured and not injured. I'm not trying to be dramatic, but I'm being honest here. Please make sure to do a proper warm-up. Don't rush it. Take your time. It's going to make your run that much better. I promise you. Loosen those hips up, those ankles, shake things out, get moving before you actually get into your run. For me personally, I like to walk for 5 minutes first, then do a warm-up, and then actually get into my run. That's what works best for me. Find your thing, find your groove, and just make sure you do it before every single run. I'm 1 mile in. I'm tired, y'all. Ooh, I'm tired. I'm gonna push through. I don't have a choice. Just hit my 2nd mile. The first mile I jogged at 4.3. The 2nd mile I've jogged at 3.8. Still nonstop. Currently I'm at 27.7. Oh my goodness. Currently I'm at 27 minutes and 22 seconds. Almost done. Wow, we're done. We are done. Essentially, I jogged for 30 minutes and 40 seconds nonstop. Wow. I made it to 2.25. So a part of that 0.25 took me over the 30-minute mark. 30 minutes and a few seconds, but I'm really pleased with my performance today, pushing through, because the 2nd mile and the 1/4 mile weren't that easy. But I think I was thinking about it too much. Yo, we got it done. In 30 minutes and 46 seconds, I ran 2.26 miles. My average heart rate was 160. The first mile was 13 minutes and 7 seconds, and the 2nd mile was 13 minutes and 47 seconds, which is the lowest I think my 2nd mile has ever been. Normally it's 14 minutes and change. Wow. So I'm thankful. Today was successful. It was a win. We can do anything we put our minds to. I will probably be back tomorrow for another jog. Alphaland still isn't open, not that I know of. Also this weekend I think is Summer Shred, so I don't really want to be around a million people anyway. So tomorrow I'm not going to lift probably. I'll probably just want to run. And then we'll get into some tips and stuff, but yeah, I'll see y'all later. Oh, I have to do pull-ups, so I probably will record that next, and then yeah. All right, I'm done talking. Just getting started, not even a minute in yet. Just checking in. I'm excited for this. Warm up done. Let's get it. 1 mile in. Yeah, I'm tired. It's giving 2 miles. I don't know. I'm gonna try to push through. I got it done, y'all. I really didn't think I would. And I actually did 2.3 miles. It's always me versus me. I'm always just trying to be better than I was the day before. First mile and a half was tough. After that, I was just coasting. I jog ran at 4.3 for the first mile. And then the second mile, I started at 3.8 and then I knocked it down to 3.6 for the remainder of it. Yeah, 2.3 miles done. It took me about 31 minutes, I think. And what I realized is, because I had to make a decision, right? Am I going to worry about time and my pace, or am I going to worry about distance? And so I'm going to choose distance / endurance, because that's what the whole 5K is about. Like, honestly, I don't have a goal. Maybe I do, under 30 minutes. I think I said I wanted to do the 5K under 30 minutes. So I do have a goal and a time restriction on my 5K. However, right now, for training for that purpose, I'm more concerned about my endurance right now. So that's going to be my focus. And as my endurance gets better, the runs will get easier, which means I can actually pick up my pace some. So automatically my time is going to shorten and trickle down for how long it takes me. So it's all going to work out together. I don't know what tomorrow's going to be. I'm definitely going to take a rest on Tuesday and then probably do my 4th run on Wednesday. Good morning. Today is Tuesday. And I am extremely tired. I'm also running behind this morning. It is 4:54 a.m. and I should already be on my way to the gym. I should be about to pull up at the gym. And here I am still at home and I still have things to do. I feel like I've been trying to catch up on sleep the last couple of days. I don't know what's going on. Yesterday I did take that as a rest day, which is Monday. Normally I would run. However, I listened to my body. After my run Sunday, I went to the outlets and I had a total of like 7-point-something miles for the day. It was 17,000 steps. Most of those steps were done in flats, which weren't very supportive. So I could tell like my ankle on my right leg was like bothering me. I was like, I'd rather not push it today. Plus I was extremely sleepy yesterday. It was a few different factors. So yeah, I did not run yesterday. So I'm gonna strength train and jog a mile today. And then tomorrow, which is Wednesday, I will do 2 more miles. And then Thursday, I will just strength train. Just kind of want to catch you guys up where things are. I'm so sleepy. I'm so sleepy. I do need to come back over here later today and give you guys the rest of the tips for this week. And also talk about like my arch and everything, and like the shoes, the hokas. But I really need to get going and I need to gather my light. Hoping for a really good 1 mile jog today. I don't see why it shouldn't be, other than the fact that I will be out in the humidity some because I will be out for land. But yeah. I did forget to mention, I'm still feeling very fluffy. We're talking pretty much a whole week of me eating fast food or eating like out at restaurants. And I feel it so much. And yesterday I made a salad. And when I say a salad, I don't just mean because salads are supposed to be healthy. A lot of times salads aren't necessarily healthy because of the dressings and the different things that we like lather it in. For me, that was my kale salad. Like, I just needed greens. When I say salad, I'm normally talking about the fact that I need greens. And that's my favorite way to get greens, is to eat Loads and loads of salads. So yesterday I made a spinach and kale salad and I tore that thing up. So it feels good to be back eating like my normal things, but I definitely feel extremely bloated and just like chunky, if that makes sense. I don't know, just how I feel. It's how I feel. But we shall bounce back. Oh my goodness. Where do we start? So that was a really good lift. I only gave you guys a clip because I was really just trying to hone in on my workout and not really film too much, but I want to show you just a little bit, a little something. Today was anterior focus, so I did a lot of like squatting, split squats, pushing motions, so like push-ups, seated chest press. Also did some lateral raises, tricep push downs. Very much anterior with a little bit of tricep. But overall, like, it was solid. My only like complaint is the fact that I felt nauseous, which is something I don't normally experience, whether I'm lifting, running, plyometric jumping. Like, I just don't normally experience that. So that was different. I didn't even walk because I was just like, I feel like I'm about to vomit any moment now. It might have to do with the fact that I didn't eat a lot yesterday. I just feel like this getting back on track has been a little difficult. I just feel off. So I guess it's taking a moment to just get back into my routine of things, even though I'm about to leave and go on a trip. And it's going to be all over the place again. Also, I did not run. So I made an executive decision that I'm going to take a lunch break today at work. And I'm actually going to go do my run then. Because let's just be honest. We have to prioritize the things that are important to us. The runs are important to me. I made a commitment to do this 5K. I made a commitment to train as best as I can. And that means doing what I need to do. Since I wasn't able to do it just now, I'm going to do it later. And it just is what it is. Because you got to be disciplined. My body feels fine now. Like, other than the nauseousness, like, I feel fine. Like, I feel like I can run later. I don't see a reason why not. And this actually segues into one of my tips. But I kind of probably need to focus on traffic and not try to give an in-depth, like, informative, whatever this is right now, and instead pay attention to what I'm doing and where I'm going. But yeah, thanks for coming with me to the gym today. Now that I'm finally home and like situated, let's talk about these tips. I did jot some notes down just so I wouldn't forget. So let's start off with tip number 4, which would be about balancing running and strength training. And like I've explained before, when it comes to strength training specifically, exercise order matters. But what happens when you have more than one goal in mind? Let's say you are focused on hypertrophy, so putting on muscle mass, but it's also important for you to increase your endurance when it comes to running, kind of like what I'm doing now. Great question. Well, it actually comes down to a few different things. What's most important to you? And that's the thing that you need to prioritize. For me, currently, it's 50-50. I have the availability to kind of schedule my lifts and my runs over a 7-day period or a 6-day period. Some people can only dedicate 3 days or 4 days. So it also depends on how much time do you have available, ability to recover. Your experience as far as being like, are you a beginner? Are you advanced? When it comes to physical activity as a whole, does play a part in it. Your goal plays a part in it. So it's all based off of what's most important to you and what kind of time you have available to kind of put towards each goal, if that makes sense. So there's a lot of different factors that kind of go in. There's a lot of moving parts. Focus more on what your priority is and let that help dictate how you structure your workouts. But it does matter. Structure of your workouts do in fact matter. My bad, y'all. Like, I had to change this angle. And then tip number 5 has to do with running shoes. Well, not even running shoes, just footwear in general. Again, I've expressed how important footwear is, especially when it comes to strength training. I'm 99% sure that whatever shoe you're using for running, you probably shouldn't be using to lift in, and vice versa. They each have their purpose, and you have to know your feet. I know that sounds crazy, right? But think about it. Most of the movement that we do is derived from force we're able to create, again, with our feet. Footwear matters so much. Also plays a part in how you perform. It plays a part in how your knees feel, how your hips feel. Footwear is probably one of the most important things that I think a lot of times we negate and neglect, because we think, oh, it's just about fashion, just about matching our outfits, or it's really not that important, but it actually plays a huge role. Sometimes maybe those aches and pains are derived from footwear. I'm just being honest. Like the other day, I went for a long walk when I was at the outlets, and I had on flats, and they're not the most comfortable. They're not the most supportive. They're cheap flats. And so walking for thousands of steps in those is like, my feet are like, what's going on? My ankles are like, hey now. So footwear definitely plays a huge part in performance. You also need to know, like, what type of arch do you have? Like, I have a normal arch. Like, I can wear most shoes and be okay for the most part. Do you have a high arch? Do you have a low arch? Like, what does that look like for you? Do you have wide feet? Do you have narrow feet? Those things play a huge part as well in picking out proper footwear. I highly suggest going to, what is it, Fleet Feet. I went to them about 2 years ago, and that's when I first purchased my first pair of hokas for running, and those were the Mach 5s. And when you look it up, Mach 5s are like pretty much everyday shoes. Like, you can do a lot of different activities in them, and they're just for like the normal, like a person with just like a normal arch, right? As opposed to the Hiiis, which I do like, and I think that's how you say it. I didn't even look it up. The Hiiis are more so for runners who feet over pronate when they run. And so they probably weren't the best option for me to get, but I really needed that colorway. So like, don't be like me. Get the shoe that works best for you. The Mach 5 is and was a great choice. The Hiiis are so far doing fine. Like, I haven't had any issues, but that's also because I have a normal arch, and I'm able to wear things that sometimes people who have high arches or low arches can't, or or no arch can't, they aren't able to wear. So I definitely recommend investing in your footwear. It plays a tremendous part in really just so much, everything, every single thing. Oh, and Fleet Feet. The reason I said I recommend them is because they do like a full assessment and stuff of your feet to see what type of shoe would be best for you. In case you aren't able to, dictate that yourself, then they have people there that to assist, to help with that. But yeah, those are my tips for now. I'm about to go do a run in a little bit. I need to fuel up, cover, and then hopefully we can get a 2-mile jog in today. That will put me at like 6 point something miles for the week, which is probably the most miles I've run ever. Maybe. I don't know what the week before last looked like. Those are the tips for this week. Usually it's good morning. Today it's good afternoon. It's 12:35. I have not gone for my run yet, but I'm about to go in about 25 minutes. I just ate salmon and a salad, so I kind of want to let that digest, and then we're about to go get this run. I am so freaking sore, y'all. Like, so sore from my lift yesterday. Specifically, like my quads and my chest, which makes sense because I had a very much anterior day. That definitely means like this warm up for this run is going to have to be like immaculate. Like, I need to make sure I get a good dynamic warm up in. I'm excited for today's run. It's the last run. It's run number 4. Okay, that's 8 of this week, and but finishing strong. This is probably the strongest week thus far of the whole running series. So I'm really excited about it. Next week, there's going to be a slight shift, and I'll explain that then because there's no point in me bringing it up now. I get a rest from running tomorrow, and I'll just be strength training, so that's good. But yeah, I'm really hoping I can do 2.3, 2.35, 2.45, dare I say 2.5 miles today. I really don't know. I'm going to listen to my body. If it's like, nah, like, no, then it's a no. And if it's a yes, then it's a yes. And we'll see together at the end. Yesterday, my body was very much so like, no. That's why I only did 1 mile instead of the 2. I really like this new Under Armour shirt. I wasn't too sure about it because I was like, this is tight big. Like, it's definitely prominent. But I really like the back of it. I was like, yay. It just feels like so official. I got 2 of them just alike. And then I have on my new running bra today, or one of my new running bras. So I'm gonna get that a test. It's supposed to be either medium or high impact, but we're gonna find out because y'all know they be lying. They be like, oh, high impact for who? For maybe an A cup, maybe a B cup, but
The change I wanna see, if you fight for me, I give you all of me, but I try to be the change I wanna see, if you fight for me. All of me, the change I wanna see. If you fight for me, I give you all of me, but I try to be the change I wanna see. If you fight for me, I give you all.
we need to debrief, y'all. I am absolutely, you know what, I'm probably saying the same thing after every run, but unless you've experienced what I've experienced, then you may not understand. But I'm sure there are a lot of people like me who didn't think that they could, well, it's not that I didn't think I could, it's just the fact that I never thought I would actually enjoy running and look forward to it. So to now do that and to do it with much more ease, like to be able to run and smile while I do it is absolutely absurd to me. Like it's a foreign language almost. And so I'm just so proud of myself for how far I've come. I can't explain this feeling. I am literally like, I just can't even believe it. And a lot of times you all leave comments saying like that I encourage you, or like seeing me do this inspire you. And I just want to know, like, you guys inspire me too. Like you guys hold me accountable, knowing that I have to put out a video. And I say have to because like I said I was going to do it, so I'm going to do it. Put out a video weekly. I know like I really got to be on my stuff. Like you guys give me an extra incentive to go hard and to work harder, because all I want to do is inspire. I want to motivate. I want to educate. I just want to give good out, you know. And so thank you guys for being here, for commenting, for being engaged, and just thank you. I'm so thankful for this community that I'm growing. Today's run, let's talk about that really quickly. Let's see how we close out the week. I could have ran all 3 miles today. I think I could have ran a full 3. But you know me, because once I do it once, I just feel like I got to do it almost every single time. So I was like, let me chill out. But it's me versus me every single day. And I outdid what I did yesterday. Not yesterday, on Sunday. So y'all know before now, my longest run was 2.3 miles nonstop today. Oh, y'all would have already saw because there was a clip in there. But it was 2.5, y'all, 2.5 miles. I'm gonna mess around and have to sign up for a 10K and not a 5K. I'm gonna have to upgrade it. I'm just kidding, y'all, because I'm really not. I don't plan to. But in 34 minutes and 9 seconds, I was able to run 2.5 miles. But my first mile was 13 minutes and 2 seconds. Second mile was 13 minutes and 32 seconds. And then my last mile, I mean, can't really gauge it because I didn't finish it. But for the first mile, I ran at 4.2. 4.3. The second mile I ran at 3.8 and then dropped down to 3.6. And then I stayed at 3.6 for the half a mile. I am so thankful. Again, I'm not worried about time anymore. I'm also not worried about being under 30 minutes. I'm worried about distance and endurance. Time is going to go down on its own. The more I run, the more consistent I am, the better it'll get. I am so proud of this. Let's see how many miles I ran this week. Saturday was 2.25. Sunday was 2.3. Yesterday was 1. And then today was 2.5. Y'all, 2, 4, 6, 7. I ran 8.05 miles this week. Who is she? She is her. She is a runner. She is a track star. Oh my goodness. Highs and lows of the week. High. I did that. This week was a total one across the board. Low of the week, ain't none. It's all positive vibes over here. We did good. I don't have a low. It was all high. I think that's it. I think this is where we wrap this episode up. I feel like it's super long. I am excited for next week's I'm excited for the next episode. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'll see you Friday. I'll see you Friday for run number 1.